Let's assume you run an online business where you sell multiple products and you have daily orders of different products on daily basis. You ship them, pack them, and deliver them. You are running that business from past 3 months. Now you are concerned about your profit, your losses, your maximum sale, your minimum sales, and so on and so forth. Multiple things, multiple aspects of your business. Now, how you will solve that problems? Okay, how you will get what is your progress, what is your losses, and where you need to manage your losses, or where you need to, on which product you need to pay attention so that it can be sold multiple times. Hi there, my name is Mozam Ali, and today we are going to discuss about SQL based very important functions, that is aggregate functions. Okay, these functions are very helpful and very handy in terms of calculation of all the things which we mentioned into our intro. So let's assume you run a business where you sell bags, you sell access, and you sell the binoculars. Now you ship them, you get orders, you ship them, have the entries of all the products into your system, where you have product ID, you have the product name, you have its price, and now you want to get the idea about what is the maximum sale you have done into a particular year, into a particular month, or you just want to get the idea about what is happening in my business. Am I making profit or am I making losses? What should I do? So these type of questions are coming into your mind. So how you will solve this? Because as an entrepreneur, you want to measure your company's performance and company's growth. So it is very useful, no and it is very important for us to manage that. So we can use aggregate SQL aggregate functions to solve this type of problem. Now how we will do? We will use the first of all, we will be using the sum function. So now sum function, what it will do, it will add up the summation, it will add all the transaction which ever has been happened into our sales column or into our sales table. In sales table, whatever values we have as a price or as a amount in that particular column, we will be adding those values and we will get the sum of sales. Now how I can get it? We will be using sum as a function, and then we will be getting all the results of sum of all the transactions or all the records or all the sales which we have done. Then we have the next function, that is average functions. We write avg as a average function, which is used for managing or to getting the idea about what is the average sales or average profit or average losses, or you know uh, average performance of a particular product or a particular segment. So when we sell a product online, we have different regions. Okay, we have north, south, east, and west as a region. Then we have central as a region. Then we have the products and product subcategories, and then we have categories. Then we have, on the basis of dates, we can get the average. There are multiple parameters which we can use to get the average. Then the next function, which is going to be very helpful for us to get the total sales, that is the count, that how many items we have sold, we can use count function. And on the basis of same parameters, that is the product, on the basis of the products we can get the count, on the basis of the region we can get the count, on the basis of year, month, day, week, on any parameter we can get it. And we can get the count of the total sales or total products we have sold. Okay, so that is the count function. Then we have the next function, that is minimum function. So in mean function, what min is mean function, what it does, it checks the minimum value from the list of the given values. Or if you have thousands of records in past 3 months, you have sold thousands of products. Now you want to get what is the minimum minimum amount of purchase a customer has done. So we can use mean function min, and we can get the minimum sales from that particular section. Then we have on the similar line we have the max function. Okay, so max function do exactly opposite of the main function, where it will take the list of the items, and by applying max function we can get the maximum out of our values. Now quickly jump onto the practical window, and here we will be seeing about it. So here I have created a order table. So what I will do, I will first of all drop the orders table. Okay, so that we will be able to understand it more easily. Orders table. Okay, and then I will select it and I'll then execute it. Now the query is completed. Now see what create table I have done. So we know how to create table. Create table, table name, then we will be writing the order ID, customer ID, product and price values. Okay, so these details we have added over here and we are creating it. I have added a primary key. It's a constraint type. I think we have already discussed it. If we have not, I will be creating a video. You can write me a comment and then I will be creating a video on the constraints part also. Okay, so here I have created this table with 4 values and then I have executed it. Now when I execute the select star from, I will be getting all the values. Okay, so here are no values, so it is just showing me the schema of the table. Now if I insert these values, so let's see, I have bags, and for bag we have order ID 101 and the product ID. Okay, so this is my order ID and this is my customer ID. So this is the customer who has purchased my bag. Okay, and I can repeat the customer ID, but I cannot repeat the order ID because order ID is unique. It will be unique every time and it will be not null every time. Okay, so here I have the first order from the for the bags from the customer 1001, and he purchased 2 bags, so 1 bag and here 2 bag, and again I want to have him one more bag, so I will put it 1 bag, 1 axe and 1 binocular. Okay, this is how I can do it. Okay, now here if I execute all these records, now see how I have inserted those records. So to insert any record into your database or into your table, you will write insert into and then you will write the table name. This is my table name, and then values. Okay, after that I will be adding all the values whatever I want to add, and then after comma I can add multiple values. Okay, this is, I think, is a interesting point which I want to highlight. Whenever you want to add multiple values, you don't need to write insert into values multiple times. You just need a comma separator and you will repeat your values, whatever values you want to insert into your data or insert into your table. Now 8 rows affected. We have added 8 rows. Now if I execute this, I can see all the records are added successfully. Okay, now if I want to get the sum of the totals, okay, sum of the price. So sum, if I want as a business entrepreneur or as a business owner, I want to see what is my total sales from the business of online. So I will just click on sales and it will give me the total sales. Why it is not happening? Sum price. Okay, from orders table I need to give the orders table as well. Okay, so what I will do, I will just simply click select on it. Yes, sales from orders table. Okay, this is how I will be doing it. Okay, once I select it, I can get 5,815 rupees as a total sales I have done, total sum. Okay, total sales, which is my total sales. Now if I want to get the average, what I will do, I will simply do the same. I will write here avg. Okay, so in average what it will do, it will give me the average of this total sales. Okay, just giving me the average. Now we all know that average formula. What is the formula for average? So it will take all the sales, sum of the total sales, and divide it by the number of records present into the table. So 8 records are present into the table, so it is divided by 8, and this is the number which I am getting as a average sales. So my 726 rupees is my total average sales. Now if I want to count of the total number of products which I have sold, I will simply copy and paste it, and then I can write here count. Okay, but here we we can give any number, or we can just simply put an asterisk, because counting is basically for all the records. So see why it does not make any difference, because for every record, for in every column we have the same number of records. So if I put price over there as well, that is also works fine. Okay, but I will just keep it asterisk, and most of the time we use as a default practice, or as a best practice, to use asterisk rather than any columns name. Okay, next is maximum price. Okay, so here I will write max, or first of all I'll write mean. Okay, then I will execute this. So it will, what it will give me, see this, it will give me the minimum number. So what is the minimum number out of these? I believe it will be 550. Okay, so if I execute it, it will give me 550. If I want to see the max, I will write it down, and then I will write here as max. Okay, so when I write as max, maximum price, let's execute the first table, and then we'll see from what all the values are there into the table. I will execute it. Okay, now see, 850, 950, 950 is maximum. Yes, 950 is the maximum value into the table present. Now see here, it is hardly 8 values, but assume if you have 8,000 or 80,000 records, how you can do that? It is not possible for a human. So that is why these functions and these aggregate functions comes very handy to analyze a business, to make a decision on a business, to take a decision on a huge data. So this is very helpful and very convenient way to identify and assume a condition or a business, a business health, we can say. Okay, so these are functions which are very important and very helpful. So this is the maximum value. Now if I want to execute them all together, we will put it comma separated, and then we can execute it, and we can see them. The total sales is 5,800. The average sales is 726. The number of orders are 8. The highest price is 950, and the lowest price is 550. Okay, I believe I have covered the topic which I wanted to share with you guys. If you have any questions, any queries, or any doubts regarding the topic which I have covered today, you can write me a comment, and we will be discussing it into our next session. That's all for today, and see you next week. Thank you.